you're making no progress as a video editor because number one, you're making the same edits again and again. When is the last time that your client saw something new from you and you didn't just do the copy paste, cutting and zooming and the subtitles and the hey guys, today I'm gonna play Minecraft? And if you are overflowing yourself with work and you have zero time to improve upon your videos and it's like a conveyor belt, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you will never improve. The moment you free up your time a little bit and you allow your brain to have space for creativity, because you're not just creative in the hardest times, you become creative when everything else is fulfilled and your brain can just think. Number two, you are too distracted. Whatever you are eating, stop doing that and switch to carnivore diet, switch to something that's a bit cleaner, because a lot of you are probably inflamed and cannot think properly and cannot make good videos. And you should be watching less anime and scrolling on social media less, because that does take away from your attention. You know all this stuff, I don't want to go over it, but unlike everyone else who will give you this advice, being on social media and watching movies and stuff is actually good for you. And that's number three, you are watching no references. If you are using Instagram, if you are scrolling on Twitter, on YouTube, what you should be watching is other edits. You should be scrolling through edits and clicking the three buttons and being like, yes, I'm interested in this. Instagram, show me more. You should be watching high quality edits, liking them, reposting them, saving them, so the algorithm keeps feeding you those videos. And the more you watch and the more you take notes, you save it into your folder, you rewatch them, you look frame by frame, you analyze every single effect to see what they did there, so maybe you can get good one day too. That's how you improve. And yeah, you should be watching lots of movies, and not just any movies for comedy. I mean movies with a very creative vision. And even there are like 2-3 video games, I know, but there are video games which you can play that have this insane aesthetics that you can take away from. One of them will be Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Play that and it will make you 10 times better at video editing. But it will only make you better if you take notes, you take screenshots and videos, and you analyze the colors, you analyze the designs in there. But after I played that video game, the first edit I made after finishing it, it was the best edit I've ever made. And the client was shocked. Mihai, I know you're good already, but now you're like next level, right? So there are certain pieces of media in your life which you're gonna consume that are gonna ascend you to new heights of motion design, of animation, of video editing. So yeah, don't be scared of watching stuff. And all these dopamine detox guys who are gonna tell you, yeah, you should stop watching YouTube, Netflix, you should stop. Obviously, don't be a retard and watch it all day and do nothing. You're supposed to consume it with moderation, right? And yes, this is good advice for the guys who are doing like writing, who have nothing to do with media. But for us, for video editors, we need this stuff. It's like drinking water. How are you gonna be creative if there's nothing coming into your brain? You recycle stuff. That's how artists work. Stealing like an artist. And also, you should be traveling. You should be going out and doing new things. Try some new hobbies. Make some friends. Go to a new city. Take some pictures wherever you go. And look closely at the art all around you, because that's where you get the most inspiration. That's when your life becomes good. Especially in the summer when the sun is out. A lot of you want to go to Thailand. That's such a good place to go. But I don't recommend Thailand if you're a Christian. Then it gets weird. You should go to church. Not, Thailand only has like one Orthodox church. Number 4, I lost track. You don't want it enough, homeboy. You are probably already making some money. You got 1 or 2 clients. And your clients, they pay you enough. And you feel like you don't need to work more than that. Feel like you're making enough money. And that's such a sticky trap to be in. Because once you reach your income goal that you set at the start, even if you're making 2-3K a month, if you're living with your parents especially, that's all you need. And it's hard to push more than that. You really have to want it. So you're probably too cozy, too comfortable. If you want to really push yourself, like learning how to swim by just jumping into the water and drowning for 5 minutes, and then you can all of a sudden float, just move to a new country and rent an apartment, get a contract for 1-2 years. Your expenses will go up, your responsibilities will go up, and you'll be forced to make more money. By the way, I teach motion design. I have a course with 100 plus modules, and I'm teaching theory, I'm teaching how to make more money, everything about client relationships and the psychological side of video editing, everything about creativity, on top of hours of tutorials and the practical modules, teaching you how to make this sick ass edit and never run out of creative ideas, be an extremely polished video editor, and make your edits look expensive. That's the main goal of this course. So if you want to be able to charge way more than you are doing now, if you want to get to that next level of skill, then yeah, join Motion Ascent, click the link below. Number 5 is you're not getting paid enough. When you're getting paid pennies for your work, or what feels like pennies and nothing, it's gonna feel so draining to do the client work, because you're thinking, well, I'm getting underpaid, why should I over deliver to this client? It's not even worth it. We've been at the same prices for 2 years, I'm done with this. And you'll just do the copy paste edits, you'll be tired, right? So try to increase your prices with your clients, or find a new client. But at some point you will reach a state where you have done a bit too much innovating on your videos and you went a bit off script. This happens to those of us who are trying to be creative, and you should be careful of that. You need to have a mood board for each client and stick to that vibe, that style, right? And you should be improving the little things, make the animations more polished and come up with better ideas, but stick to the main baseline script. Because sometimes even I made this mistake in the past where I just did too much. Just relax, buddy. Now, one of the most important ones is, if you live with your parents, it's nothing compared to being alone in a different country and doing your own thing. Like one of my really close editor friends was saying, he would be happy to have his own place so he can turn on the lights in the room at 3 a.m. and no one will say anything. Or you can play loud music at 3 a.m. and you can just work, right? And nobody's telling you what to do. So if you've just turned 18 or you're really young, moving out is the next move. Unless you're trying to save some money and then move out, yeah. But move out ASAP. It's gonna really push your limits. That's gonna be some real dad lore, character development, everything you need. Just find a nice country and go there. And the last point is that you are probably burnt out from too much slop work. If you're editing tralalelo tralala brain rot videos for YouTube, you're making kids videos, or one of those cringe ass Minecraft YouTubers, maybe you're working with them, it's probably draining you. You probably don't believe in the work, you see no future, you're gonna have no motivation to improve or to be creative, right? So get paid enough, believe in the work, and have a nice fun lifestyle around everything. That's the main key things you need to know to be more creative and to be a sick ass video editor.